What's going on, Geekdom? This is Chipmunk. We're doing a review on the series, season 4 of The Boys. Yeah, I had finished it. I know it had just ended like this week, this past week. Whenever y'all get the chance to watch this video when I do post it. But yeah. As far as season 4 of The Boys, I know a lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people said it was more political than it usually is. When it comes to my take on The Boys season 4, I actually say that I do like it. Again, I can definitely understand as far as all the other ones, it is more political, but that's just because of what the events and stuff are that's happening with The Boys. The reason why they're copying more of what happened in the past, which is some things I find is interesting. I did like with The Boys is they did copy a lot of the things and stuff that has happened when it comes to politics and stuff like that. So I found that very interesting. But there was a lot of things I did dislike about The Boys season 4. So I'm gonna just go over that. I'm not gonna go over like every single episode and just talk about every single episode. But I did say I enjoy The Boys. I would say that this one isn't my favorite season out of all the seasons, but again, as far as just the series go, it's a very good series. Season 4 is a very complimentary season for the series. I don't think it was the best, but I think it's one of those that sets up a big event. So I think season 4 is just more of a setup than it is an actual execution of a grander stage. So I think the next season, season 5, will be that big, grander stage that we're going to get. This season 4 is just a setup to that. So, some things, good things and bad things. I'm going to go with some of the things I really did like about The Boys, again, was I like how they mirrored events and stuff like that. They kind of tone in. I know some people feel like they went too hard on the right. I think they went on both. But they do seem to go harder on the right than the left. But I have seen takes of them just going at the left as well in this season. But yeah, I think a lot of the stuff that happens nowadays with whether it's politics, sports, or anything else, events, I think some of the stuff that is awful or is some stuff that we should make fun of and do talk about is some stuff that we should make fun of. Because I'm like, if you did something just ridiculous, hey, it needs to be talked about. It needs to be displayed of how it was silly and ridiculous it was. And they definitely did that with a couple of different things. But yeah, again with the series, I like some of the adult humor. I think I like the deep in Black Noir, the new Black Noir. Their kind of like buddy friendship. I wish there was a little bit more of it, of their better friendship. We got more of it. I know the deep has been changing in the series and in this season, but I like the fact that they have a bro buddy type of thing going. To me, I like to see more of that, but I did like that as far as the series go. Another thing I did like was, I would say, Frenchie and Kimiko getting together finally. Because I've been wanting that for the longest, and it's been hinted at for the longest. Frenchie and Kimiko, their relationship. I like the fact. This is a spoiler. Dang it! I'm sorry. This is that was a spoiler. But yeah, Frenchie and Kimiko's relationship. I like that actually has blossomed, because it felt like that they were just trying to push each other away so much. Even though you can feel the strong tension between each other, you can feel that they really do care for each other, love each other so much. But I like the fact that they did ended up together. In the end, as far as their relationship and stuff goes, they became even more closer. It does seem like a sudden in that last final episode. It did feel like really, really sudden to come out of the blue. I wish they would ease more into it, like from episode to episode, just them going more into the embrace of each other. But it is what it is. I kind of feel like they probably were on the crunch more than anything. But yeah, those are some of the things I did like about it. I know it wasn't like a crazy lot, but I'm gonna say like the bad things I didn't like about the series is the over sexualized stuff, I would say, when it comes to this season, and then the unbalance of it. Because I was like, I felt like there was a lot of stuff that's unnecessary for the story for it to be sexualized, and it is always a lot of the guys that are overly sexualized in the in the season. And whereas, like, for whatever reason, guy goes into the sauna and he makes multiples of himself, and then yeah, he's doing Human Centipede. And I'm like, why? What is the why? Why are we doing it? Why? Why is this here? Why is he doing this? There should be a purpose, a major purpose of him doing this, especially at an event where it's like you would think you would wait until something else. But I know people's like urges, they tend to do stuff, which happens in real life all the time, where they just start doing stuff, sexualized stuff just out of nowhere from whatever bullcrap. Yeah, it happens. The main one that popped in my head was what was that, the Ratatouille ride where the guy was, you know, taking care of himself on the ride for whatever reason. So it's like it does happen, but I feel like for the show it wasn't needed and it wasn't necessary. You still could have had that whole fight sequence without him being new, without him having that. Well, he had to be new, but without him having that whole thing happen in the whole sauna. I was like, that wasn't necessarily needed. But yeah, some of the stuff and scenes like the fetish thing that happened in the mansion, I was like, we didn't have to go directly into that in the whole series, but I guess they had to try to find a way to save and have an excuse to save Huey when he was trapped down there. But yeah, I just feel like some stuff is just unnecessary. And then when I say unbalanced when it comes to sexualized stuff, you get a lot of male nudity in these. And I thought about it with a lot of the other ones lately. It's like even with the other series, one with the university. I forgot the name of it for some reason. It's escaping me. But the one with the university, you even can say with that, it's a lot of just more male nudity in all of these than you get anything as far as just female nudity. So it just feels like an unbalance when it comes to stuff. I was like, I don't mind the show having male nudity, but I was like, I feel like there needs to be a balance between the two. And I was like, I kind of got that with like Game of Thrones as well. It became more of an unbalance later on, but then they just stopped the nudity, and I was like, okay, great, awesome. But it feels like it's an unbalance here with how they just have the stuff. And I was like, I guess that's why I like the comic book more, because it feels like it's not unbalanced. It feels like there is a balance between the two. I'm like, there's just penises everywhere. I'm sick and tired of this shit. Other things that I didn't like about it was, of course, Huey and Starlight's relationship, how they just kind of forgot about them and then tried to bring it in the end. I feel like there should have been a little bit more to explain their relationship and what they're going through, a lot deeper to get to those really more serious scenes that they had later on, especially how Starlight felt in the final episode of the season. It needs to be more of that, hey, why she's feeling the way she's feeling. I feel like it needs to be a little bit more detailed leading up to that. That's just a lot of things that they didn't have, was just that. I kind of feel like Butcher was kind of weird back and forth between the two, but I feel like there was more of a battle in himself, and I didn't mind that. It just kind of felt very weird, but we know that it's a whole parasite and everything is controlling him in his head. And yeah, it's just weird that the parasite is also talking to him from people that's not there. I thought that was kind of interesting, but I felt like it kind of taken away a lot of characteristics you really do like about Butcher in the series. So I don't know, because I feel like he wasn't likable at all in this season. But it is what it is. I wish there was more like battles and fight scenes with the Supes a lot more. If we had a little bit more of that, I kind of felt like that was also not there. So those are just kind of the things I didn't like with the season 4. But hopefully with the next season it's going to be grander, because I feel like this is just a setup for everything. But yeah, still I thought this is a great season. It's just as far as just leading up to the final and everything. It still had a lot of wackiness, a lot of fun, a lot of craziness that you normally would get. I also wish, they figure out what the son really wants, what he really wants to do. Because I feel like just keeps going back and forth very quickly. He just seems unpredictable. And that may be just his character type, but it just feels weird. Homelander's son. It's just like, bro, pick a side of what the freak you want to do. Are you shocked that you hurt somebody? Are you scared because you can hurt somebody? Is this a thing that's growing in you, that you're becoming more and more evil? Or is it that you holding back and trying to become less evil because of your mother. Let's figure out what we're trying to do with you. Let's figure it out. Oh, a good thing I did like was A-Train's story. I thought they did it pretty nicely. A-Train's whole arc in the season. So yeah, that's another highlight I would say I really did like. So I forgot about that. So I apologize. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments below. If you like this video, please put a like on the video. If you like to subscribe, see some more of my videos, please do. Thank you all so much for jumping on and giving me a try. I really do appreciate it. Please do take care of yourselves and each other. Peace, geekdom.